Japheth here, and I'm going to share to you some ideas before you start in fitness, before you engage in fitness. Um, these ideas are beneficial to you even if you have or you're already into fitness, you have sports, um, you're an athlete, or even if you don't have any background into fitness. Okay, this will include why and what is fitness, what is your goal into fitness, benefits that you will get when you're already into fitness, ideas for basic nutrition, usual terminologies that will be used or heard when you're already here, and common anatomical parts that you will encounter into fitness. Proper biomechanics, proper movements, and safest ways to carry loads. Um, the dilemma about it, and identifying self, goal, and program that is specialized just for you, and tips on self assessment. It is subjective, it is not objective. You will be the one who's checking yourself. And who are those people you want to approach when you have queries? Um, Questions asked to self, then that's it. So let's start. Why and what is fitness? Choosing your passion, defining its true meaning, learning its benefits. It is for a long run or for short term goal only. Hmm. Let's clarify things. Fitness is different from health. Okay? Sometimes people interchange that. Health is a condition of a well-being, while fitness is the state of mind-body to gain functional, physically strong, and being mentally aware of self-capability. It is more like skills and capability improvement and enhancement from the state of plateau. It's like a progression from your performance. Excuse me. This is beneficial in many ways, like in physical, emotional, and in your mental state. So, um, it it has a good contribution to your physical, emotional, and your mental state. It it makes your emotions stronger. You gather emotions than mental state because you're being focused about it. And your physical state, you're getting stronger. Your performance are getting better. So here, choosing your passion. What is your passion? So let's relate it with this. Um, Whether you're basketball athlete, volleyball, swimmer, etc., etc. So let's incorporate it with your pattern here. So defining its true meaning of fitness. So I already defined it earlier. So that's it. Learning its benefits. What good can I have in this fitness? In this, when I'm already here, what are the benefits that I can get? So there are a lot of things, honestly. So is it for a long run or a short-term goal? What is um, why did I include long run and short-term goal? Okay, there's a long run of making fitness as your lifestyle, and short-term goal. It's like whenever you have a shoot or you want to be you want to achieve a summer body, okay? That's a short-term goal, but it's much better if you take it in a long run, a long-term goal, because it has, like what I've said, it has lots of benefits. Okay, next, what is your goal? Know yourself. What are the necessary knowledge? Do you really need to know all? How will you know if it is the most suitable for you? Okay, it is an individual's part to know their wanted or intended primary outcome, or let's say goal, from the activity. This is one of the initial parts that should be known in order for you to know what are the specific and efficient programs that you will engage to. So, know yourself. Like what I've said, it's all being subjective, not objective. Um, the first step is assess yourself, know yourself. Don't depend on what the people are telling you. It's always you first, then you have your second opinion for others. Like their feedback to what you're doing. So what are the necessary knowledges? We will going to discuss it later on. Do you really need to know all? Not actually, but it is a good thing that you know a lot of things with regards to fitness or health or medical things, because you won't be ignorant along the way. How will you know if it is the most suitable for you? Um, like what I've said, you must learn how to assess yourself first, then um, construct a program for yourself, then have a second opinion from others, and so on and so forth. Okay, next, benefits. This is the most good thing about this. Benefits. Um, you will learn to discipline yourself. It's a no-brainer. You will gain an in-depth dedication to the field itself, so you will be more focused on it, and it's a discipline. So making it a passion, making it a lifestyle, so you become more dedicated about it. So unconsciously, it's like you're doing it in a routine way. It's like you can't live without it. Okay, so you may somehow possibly influence other people going to a healthy lifestyle. You like that? Of course you like that. It's a good thing. You can influence others to do a healthy living. So you may learn how to share knowledge to those who are also interested. So here you also become a mini teacher, educator. So is it a good thing? Yes, it's a good thing because you will learn how to share knowledge to other people. You will learn how to be a good educator. So things that we can gain from knowing the fundamentals and having a concrete foundation are having knowledge, not being that ignorant regarding common dilemmas, and not and to gain some more discipline regarding the field. Okay, so you're more dedicated about it along the way. Mm. So next, ideas for basic nutrition. These are just small fraction about nutrition, so don't expect too much. So calories, so that is the energy expenditures, macronutrients, um, that is the carbohydrates, fats, and protein that is also consumed or used uh, through energy expenditures from food. that you are eating. And from that, there are calories per food, like fats, the content of it. There are calories, like in carbohydrates. There are calories, protein. There are calories, and those calories you will use them as an energy. That's why calories are energy expenditures. So here, carbohydrates, fats, protein. So carbohydrates are form of sugar, fats. So fats are also a thermoregulator, but also used as an energy for your body. Protein is a muscle building, and micronutrients. There are lots of micronutrients: vitamin A, B, C, D, zinc, etc., etc. Okay, this is crucial since it should be taught to us since our grade school days. But most of us tend to forget about that foundation, the use of macronutrients to our body. Micronutrients are also beneficial, but in this case, we'll have it discussed in another video. Okay, so let's wait for that. Next, usual terminologies that you will encounter here. So BMI, body mass index, it's correlating your weight and height. If it is underweight, normal, overweight. So fat percentage, almost the same reference, but this is based on your um, body body's height, weight, and fat percentage generally on your body. So visceral fats are fats that is covering your internal organs. So muscular atrophy and hypertrophy. Atrophy is decreasing of muscle mass, and hypertrophy is increasing your muscle mass. So bodybuild is something that is your frame of your body, is frame of your body, or let's say how your body looks. That's your body build. This so next is aesthetic. It's almost the same as body build, but there are far different from each other. This aesthetic is the way your physical attributes, how defined it is. So like there's your arms are well defined, your muscles were your muscle on your arms are well defined, your chest is well embossed, your abs is really seen, your vascular. That's being aesthetic, being symmetrical on your body parts, etc., etc. Okay, nutrition. Um, that is a broad matter, like I've discussed earlier, and diet. So sometimes it's um, nutrition and diet are also interchanged. The difference between the two is that nutrition is the nutrients from the root word is a nutrients, the content of the food itself. Well, diet is the pattern of how you will eat your food. Okay, that's the difference of it. Diet is how you will eat your food and what you will eat. While nutrition is the content of your food. Okay, here volume and intensity nutrition. Volume and intensity is the numbers on your workout. Okay, what are the numbers? Okay, the sets, if you heard of it, sets, repetitions, loads, percentage, um, rep max, or let's say RM. So volume, when we're talking about how many times you will do it. It is volume. Like one set is a volume. Two sets is a volume. Three sets is a volume. Okay. Well, also, repetitions is always also a volume. What about intensity? What's the difference between the two? It's also a number. Okay, intensity is anything that is against gravity, um, that you're pushing. What are they? Anything that pertains to the loads that you're lifting. That is intensity, or pertains to the things that you will exert an effort for. That is intensity. Okay, this may somehow sound like it's complicated to remember, but as time goes by while you're in your training, you can get along with it and unconsciously remember these terms. Diet is your strategy on how you will execute your eating habit and start dealing with it. Fasting it is usually used for cutting down weight and fat through inhibition or depriving yourself or ingesting foods that can add up um, your calorie level through a long period of time or certain period of time. So fasting is also kind of diet pattern. So next, common anatomical parts. So like nutrition is just a fraction of anatomy. Like chest is pectoralis, arms, triceps, uh, triceps, biceps, brachialis, etc., etc. Legs, quadriceps, hamstring, gastrocnemius, soleus, tibia, core, abdominals, lumbar, erectors, rhomboids, rectus spinae. Like when we say chest, spectoralis, like that. It's a medical term, but you don't have to remember this. It's an optional matter. If you want to remember it, it's a good thing. If you don't, it's not a bad thing. Okay, no worries about that. So next, proper biomechanics. It's all about movements. So safety purposes of it, right natural movements and focused muscle contraction and being functional and performance improvement. Um, what are the benefits of knowing proper biomechanics? So, like I've discussed, aside from safety purposes, we have to learn the principle of the right movement and execution of the exercises, not just to avoid certain injuries that might happen, but for our body to adapt certain movements that can help us improve our functionality and improve our performance as well in a very delightful manner. So it's not just being safe, being functional also, and improving your performance in certain sports, certain fields that you want to improve. Okay. So next, are these are there safest way to carry loads? It still varies to the purpose of the exercise of whatever you're doing, whatever the activity that you are doing, or what will you do. Okay, as we've seen or as we've been said earlier, knowing the proper biomechanics is a crucial factor when it comes to fitness regarding to what your goal is. But that doesn't mean that it will avoid, suppress, or even hinder you from the danger. But it will somehow alleviate the risk having injuries or any other accidents that might be induced due to the activity that will be done. Okay? It's just being safe. avoiding the unsafe way or the unrecommended way to execute your exercise. Like it induce or avoiding to induce accidents. Okay. So next, identifying self's goal and program. Okay, here uh, most of most of the bullets here are no brainer at all. I think. Hopefully you understand this. So learn how to assess or test yourself. Take notes of the variables and data collected from based on what you have assessed on yourself. Like what I've said earlier, and I'll repeat it again and again. It's this one is subjective. It's not an objective matter. Then next, third one, plan the program that correlates to your needs or goals. Okay, like your goal is weight loss, weight gain, um, performance improvement. So correlate that with your goal. So your your program that you will make is based on your goal. It will reflect also from the data itself that you gathered earlier. Then for the one you then you do implement the plan. Okay, the program that you come up with. This one is the action. You'll do it. Why? Because the next one is after taking these actions, you analyze and evaluate the results. Okay? You assess or you evaluate your results through looking at it. Did I improve? That's your question to yourself. Did the data and my performance um, makes difference compared to the data that I gathered before prior to the program itself? Then, second to the last, take observation for certain adjustments that must be needed. Then, do the first four steps, then evaluate when you think there is a need for improvement. Just learn how to properly assess yourself. Identify what are the appropriate exercises that addresses your needs and wanted goal. Learn to construct a plan of action that correlates to your assessment. Then evaluate yourself whether you think you've got an improvement either through physique or performance. It varies to your goal though. Just remember, every individual has different perspective with every workouts um, and every individual has different response from their body, and it's most of the time self preference. It's what you like. This is same as well with diet and nutrition. So here it depends on your particular objective. You have a unique program compared to the other people. Never assume that some execution and principle of other people are always applicable to all. So it's not like if it's effective to if this workout is effective to him, this diet is effective to him, it may also be effective to me, but it will not be absolute. There's no assurance about it. So last thing is read, read articles, read books, um, read any reading materials that can make your reference about it. Listen to other people, research. So know the things that you don't know. Um, look for it so you can have an answer for it, or ask. Don't hesitate to ask other people. Just ask legitimate people that you know that can answer your question. Excuse me. So next, tips on self-assessment. So here, observe your movement and body structure. List down the variables or data that you've noticed. If you see something unusual from it, do not hesitate to ask certain professionals or consult um, physicians or doctors, let's say. Avoid self-diagnosing yourself for any unusual body limitations or sensations that you feel. Okay? Even though it's subjective, you always have to consult. Don't self-diagnose yourself. Don't consult Mr. Google. But first of all, we check our posture and mobility. Self posture assessment is to see if there are any deviation in terms of intended neutral or relaxed position with functional stability or movement of our body. With regard to the mobility checking, to know if there are certain limits in terms of movement to execute a normal full range of motion. After knowing these flaws and specific points to give attention to, we then plan to execute an action that addresses the concern to alleviate the matter or the problem, then evaluate it afterwards. So next, the question is, who are the people or who are the right people to approach? There are three: fitness coach, medical professionals, then lastly, but I never recommend it, but you may web surf. So why fitness coach? There are um, the first level that you can ask for in the gym regarding the matter, regarding your concerns about um, exercise, your nutrition, etc., your health. But you want to step up with ask medical professionals as physical therapists, nurse, physicians, um, regarding your health or medical condition. So if if you still want to learn more about your case, your situation, web surf, but don't rely on it too much. Okay? Because it's the last thing that you will do. Web search. It's a supplemental resource. Okay? Like what I've wrote in, like what I wrote here, it is a supplemental or your last resort. Questions asked to self from these key points: what, why, when, where, how. Okay? What? What are your goals? What are your fitness goals? What are your fitness goals? Be specific. Okay? Do you want to lose weight, gain weight, performance improvement, performance enhancement? So why are you doing this? Do you have certain competition to prepare from? Uh, you have a photo shoot. Okay. Then next, when are you planning to do this? To start. Okay. Then next is where. Where is where are you right now? What is your condition of your body? Um, are you active? very active, or do you have sedentary lifestyle? That is where you will start from. Like what I've said, it's subjective. Know yourself, assess yourself first. Okay? This is this connects to the next question, how? Because if you're a very active person, how will you start with it? Go to the gym, ask for um, advanced workout or semi-advanced workout that you can do, okay, that you can perform. That you can skip. You may skip the beginner workouts. This you're a very active individual because you're already working out. Um, you're already into sports, okay? But you have to be you you want to engage more into fitness. So this is how. If you're sedentary lifestyle, you will start in the beginning. What is in the beginning? Be a beginner. Know the basics first. Do the basics first. Have a concrete foundation. Like you will not do um, pull ups, push ups, clean and jerks, deadlifts. Um, what else? Bench press, because they are somehow advanced workouts or advanced exercises. You will not do those things right away, but there is a progression for it. So build your foundation first before you progress there or before you get there doing those exercises. So lastly, brief summary, having a brief overview with fitness and health before engaging to it independently. So it says you would really help a lot for your self improvement. It just negates the myth and misconceptions from your previous knowledge that misled you from the facts and core principles or concepts of fitness. So there you go. Um, this is the last slide. Once again, this is Coach Japheth, and hopefully you learned something from this video presentations, um, from the video presentation that I prepared. Okay, so hope to see you guys and start doing this right now. Okay, take care.